Define, ideate, prototype, build, analyze, repeat. It's a clear-cut formula for a designer to follow. It guides him or her towards a solution, a fix for their problem. A formula, yet every designer approaches this process in a different way. In my opinion, there isn't a wrong approach. The process feeds off of itself, so in theory, one can start anywhere. Or can they? Before I say that I have a problem, I have to find one first. To me, investigation is looking for problems that I experience and want to solve. It's a lot of self-focus, but for me this serves two purposes. First, it serves as intrinsic motivation towards a solution. When I'm passionate, or at the very least interested, about a problem, I go out of my way trying to solve it. Two, I happen to fall into a large subset of people who experience similar issues more often than not. So in the interest of universal design, things usually work out. From there, I can go on and define my issue, hone out a specific problem for a specific target market. I know what you're thinking. Sketch time. It may be taboo for designers to say, but I'm not much of a sketcher. I sketch through words. For me, ideation is the art of arranging words to convey an idea or a feeling with sketches as the annotation. Quite backwards, I know. First, I write down whatever solution I've decided to make. From there, I outline its functions. This is kind of like drawing in pencil. I can always go back and make corrections later. I put down my initial ideas, how I want the form to be, geometric, organic, and draw to better accentuate my thoughts. I go back and cross through initial ideas a lot before moving on to the next step. I love prototyping. When I have a good idea, I usually have no clue how I'm going to create it. In theory, that's what ideation is for. Unfortunately, my brain doesn't always work that way. I learn through doing. This is the stage I set aside the most time for. That way, by the time I build, I know exactly what I'm doing. This isn't entirely true, but when I'm at the stage to build, I've worked out as many kinks as I could foresee. This is when the back and forth between steps in the design process comes to play the most for me. When I'm getting good ground on a prototype, I write down the steps. That way, if the prototype is mostly successful, the build goes on much smoother. It's here that I decide whether my design was ultimately a success or a failure. I compare the final design to the criteria I set aside in each of the previous steps to see if it measures up. If it does, then I call it a success. If not, I start over. This is the step I followed the most by the book. By now, you're probably wondering what I was talking about in the beginning when I said that one could start anywhere in the design process. It's all very fluid, and that's what I love most about design. We all go about things in different ways to achieve a common goal, making connections with the user.